My name is MC Laubscher. I'm the founder of Producers Wealth. We're a wealth advisory firm based out of Newtown, Pennsylvania, that services clients in all 50 states in the United States. Some of our services include advanced life insurance strategies. Within the first 2 weeks, I just mailed out a bunch of books to existing clients and some prospects, and we are working with an existing client right now and should have that business completed shortly to recoup the entire investment that we made into the book. So within the first 2 weeks after launch, we're positioned to recoup the full investment. And being perceived differently separates you from the competition, so that builds your confidence, because everybody sees you now not just as someone else doing the same thing as everybody else, but as an authority in that space. So it immediately gives you kind of like that edge in your marketplace, which gives you a lot of confidence. Being perceived differently in the marketplace to your competition. So being a best-selling author and having that on your book just gives you a completely different lens through which prospects see you as a authority, an established authority and recognized authority in your space. I've already noticed in my interaction with existing clients and with prospects that I'm being perceived differently and being perceived as an authority in my space. There's a ton of opportunities that have happened with us within the first month of launching our book. So I'm being invited onto podcasts, which I haven't been invited on. I've been invited for speaking engagements. So it does put you in a completely different light, and it's opening up a lot of doors. So I can't wait to see, the doors that it would continue to open 6 months from now and a year from now. The process of working with you, it was very user-friendly. In fact, I thoroughly enjoyed my interactions with your team members, and during the phase where all of my intellectual property was drawn out, I actually, with the help of your team, discovered another asset that I have, and the title for the book. I did not have a title for the book before I started working with your team. So I wanted to get a book written, but I didn't know that the very title of the book was going to come up during the process. And then just as promised, we executed on this within the specific time frame, and we launched it. And I really appreciated the marketing strategy of taking the book to market and marketing the book. In working with Million Dollar Author, what I thought was I was just going to get a book published, but what I got was a book strategy. And I got the title for my book from working with Million Dollar Author, which I didn't come up with that myself. But then I've got a whole strategy around this book and taking this book to market and using this book in my business to get it in the hands of prospects that generate more clients. Well, one of the things that held me back working with any book company was I never felt comfortable that the companies that I was talking to understood what I was doing and could help me put that in a book and structure in such a way that it becomes a real asset. When I started speaking with Million Dollar Author, not only did they knew exactly what I was doing, but they've already written similar books, which gave me the confidence getting over that hurdle of working with Million Dollar Author and enlisting their help to get my book out. I really enjoyed it. The way that we had the conversations in creating content for the book drew out a lot of intellectual IP that I had in there, but I've almost forgotten it. But it was nice to get it out. So that process was really great, and I enjoyed that experience. It's almost like a business card these days. So it's, instead of sending a business card or a brochure that ends up in the trash, I sent out a book, and most people, believe it or not, read books, still read books. So I found that was interesting. I didn't expect so many people to actually read it. I sent out a lot of books, and I've given a lot of books to prospects, but I anticipated that a lot of them weren't going to read it, and which they did end up reading it. It's packaging all your intellectual property in one place in a very structured way that prospects can basically consume that content, which is your intellectual IP, in a short space of time, an hour. So I think that's a very, very big benefit. And then the second thing is a book still positions you a little bit different. I've had a podcast for 8 years. I didn't have a book. Now I have a podcast and a book. Believe it or not, I'm being perceived differently because I have a best-selling book.